Food's good.
For soundproofing reasons, though, a basement would be ideal for the kids.
Okay, we gotta move on to.
They say home is where the heart is, so I wonder why your motherfucker always feeling heartless.
Welcome back to another episode of Doubly Negative. As always, I'm Chris, Tito Bulls on Instagram. That's Kyle, Doubly Kyle on Instagram. Kyle, how are you doing?
Almost over a hangover, Chris. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm pretty excited. Because we have so much free content on the Patreon, and I just can't wait for everyone to hear it.
Do we, though?
We haven't unlocked it yet. We said October 1st, but we figured this will be like the reminder episode because you know our listeners. They're going to hear the episode last week and they're going to go, oh, I'll remember that October 1st.
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
Yeah, they're not setting their calendar for free Patreon content. Unless they are, then you'll get an extra free episode if you text us and remind us that. So yeah, that's going to be free. We'll probably do it Monday, considering this is when this comes out. And
no, man, I'll pledge as soon as we get off this, I will unlock anything that's been posted in the last 2 weeks. And then I'll unlock a couple of things before that too.
Yeah. So, all right. So you're not going to know this now, but stuff's going to be unlocked. Maybe we'll post about it. So Kyle, you're in Bangkok now.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. This was part of your process to eventually come home for a little bit.
Yep. I got here. Well, actually, Tika's with me. And we got here, the 27th? Yep. And we'll be here until the 26th, and that's when I'm coming home.
Awesome. I was gonna ask, are you flying solo? But you led with that, so that's awesome. This is great news.
It's really cool, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can even kind of tell when you first popped on the Zoom today, you had a little more, I don't know, pep. Maybe it's because I'm comparing it to the last 2-3 weeks where you've been just very, very depressed. But I could definitely tell there was a little excitement. I don't know.
Shaking things up a little bit, and we've been having fun here already. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, nursing a hangover, huh? Those aren't the same in your 30s.
Nah, dude. Yeah, and actually, it's not as bad as it has been, or it could be, but just real tired all day. Tika wanted to walk around, and she asked me, "Oh, let's go walk around." I just said, "No, no,
can't do it
today." No, and my friend, we've been seeing my friend a lot. This guy that I met when I was here 4 or 5 years ago, I forget, but we've been hanging out with him. We were at his bar last night, and he really wants to hang out every day too. And he asked me "Oh, do you guys want to do something today?" I just said, "No, it's
absolutely not
today. No, it's just today's gone.
Yeah, today is not the day for us to be hanging out." That's yeah. Dude, I just don't want to move. If it's a Saturday into a Sunday and then it's hey, we have Sunday plans. No, we don't.
Yeah, it really is sacrificing a day.
It's worth it though. Yeah, fun.
It was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah. You sacrifice that for a mundane Sunday? Yeah, sure. I'm gonna watch football all day anyway.
How about you? What's going on with you?
Well, I decided to make the diet a little more strict. No carbs, baby. Kids on keto. Chrissy Keto's back. I said he was dead and gone and he would never come back because of how awful I felt last time I did it. But the last time I did it, I wasn't doing it correctly. I was kind of, making myself feel like shit.
What do you mean?
I ate nothing but ground beef and mustard. That was literally all my meals. Disgusting.
Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah, I was I can't do. I haven't had ground beef since, in just ground beef form.
Why mustard?
Because it's 0 calories.
Yeah, but you're doing keto. You could just do ranch or blue cheese or you got a lot of options actually.
Yeah, I think it was because with the whole me being all right, very strict, only this, don't deviate at all. The mustard was 0 calories, so I was also just keeping it as trim as possible.
Yeah, all right. It just doesn't sound good.
No, but now it's good. I'm eating salads, so I'm getting the lettuce, I'm getting the roughage. Even though lettuce has 0 nutritional value, I tell myself it's green, so it's a good vegetable for me.
Throw some tomatoes in there, maybe some onions.
Yeah, and eating like frozen Bubba burgers every dinner. Those are so good. They're so bad
Yeah.
for you. You can only eat them if you're because it has like 80% of your daily fat in one burger. So it is so bad for you. I don't eat them unless I'm doing keto because that'll just put you back for weeks.
Well, that's something I was going to say a minute ago too. Is you're actually supposed to eat a lot of fat on keto.
Yeah,
Pretty
I
much
eat two
have
of
to.
those burgers.
Yeah.
That's not 80%, that's an exaggeration, but just know it's up there. So I'm eating like two of those burgers with some extra cheese on top and like a little ranch.
Yeah, it reminds me of this the same guy I was talking about. His name's Otto, the one we're hanging out with. He's this bodybuilder. He has been his whole life. He's 60 now. And he's always been extremely dedicated to diet and nutrition. And he's the type of guy that will blend boiled chicken and make chicken smoothies. And
Yeah, that's the
we were
grossest thing I've ever heard.
it's nasty, yeah. And we were talking about macros and how I'm not sure if he still does this, probably not, but sometimes he would have his targets for whatever carbs, proteins, and fats, and if he wasn't up to the fats, he would take shots of olive oil. Um, so maybe you should be doing that too. I don't know.
No, that's literally the definition of fuel. Food is just a fuel source. Don't care what it is.
Yes,
Don't care the
yeah,
texture. Don't care what it tastes like. I'm not here for that.
that's him. Yeah, that's totally him.
Fuck that, dude. I could never be like that.
He looks great though. Even 60 years old, he still looks great.
Yeah, I don't care if it guaranteed I grew 6 inches under the belt. I'm not eating like that. I love my food, you know?
You wouldn't? 6 inches under the belt?
No, and I could use it. So that just goes to tell you how much I like food.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. But I'm feeling good. So when I first started, I'm not gonna tell you the weight number because I'm a female. You know it. But
Come
I
on.
was 11 pounds heavier. Like when I first started like talking about the exercising and doing all that, well, my exercising kind of slacked ever since like last week, 2 weeks, because I just had a lot of stuff after work and then we went to a wedding and so I've been kind of like off the diet and I hadn't weighed myself, hadn't been exercising. After 3 days of keto, I weighed myself and I'm still 11 pounds down from when I first started. So
Nice.
yeah, just got to keep going. I'm actually enjoying the keto diet right now. I just hope I don't get sick of it like I did last time after like a week and a half. But it's good. I'm feeling good, ready to lose weight. And now that I'm seeing that I'm still losing weight and like visually I feel like I look better just because I'm not eating carbs, so I'm not swollen.
Mm.
That's the good thing about keto. It plays that trick on you early. It's like, holy shit, this is working. It's like it's because you haven't had a carb in a week.
Yeah, usually you drop a ton of water weight too, right?
Yeah, so it's like a bunch of water and just not the puffy feeling from all the carbs.
Yep.
So I'm feeling good and I'm more excited to exercise now coming into next week.
Cool. Yeah, kind of similar for me, except my diet's not really on track. But one of the reasons I wanted to come here was because I knew that I'd probably go to the same gym as Otto. So I did. I signed up a couple days ago, and he's going almost every day, and it's just kind of a good thing for my routine. Like I like the ritual of going there, taking the public transportation, getting to the gym, and we spend a long time there. Like we'll do a couple sets, then talk. Do a couple sets, then talk. So
Yeah.
it's a very, very healthy part of my day now.
And I think that's why I like powerlifting a lot because when you're powerlifting, you're doing like these like heavy sets, so you take time in between. So like you're hanging out with a bunch of people that are all doing the same stuff. Like we had like a good crew of powerlifters at the first gym I went to, and we always just had a blast. We'd hang out there forever. Like we'd bring pizza sometimes. It was just it was a good time.
That's cool. Yeah, it wouldn't be unusual to be at the gym for 3 hours
Yeah.
sometimes.
And the
And
3 hours at the gym when you're with someone and having fun, awesome. 3 hours at the gym by yourself, just like grind time, bro. Sucks. Fuck that.
I wouldn't spend 3 hours at the gym myself. And I was just gonna say too, like of those 3 hours, 45 minutes probably of that is actually moving.
Yeah, but you're still, I don't know. If you're breaking that up, I guess you're moving for a longer period of time, just not as much. So maybe it gives you, a little more strength to lift more or do a couple extra reps. Who knows?
Could be. Yep, could be.
Is it helping? No, maybe, but doesn't matter because it's making you want to go to the gym and enjoy the gym more.
That's right.
So what kind of are you doing bodybuilding stuff with him?
I kind of got my routine that I've been doing for a while where it's pretty much squat every day, pick rows or deadlifts and alternate, and then pick like overhead and bench and alternate. And then he does bodybuilding stuff, so I'll jump in on some of his stuff too. Like I did leg presses for the first time in a long. I don't remember really doing leg presses. Did them yesterday, and it's actually pretty good exercise. I always hated on it, but it's not bad.
I always hated on it too, but not because I didn't think it was a good exercise, because people would be like 400 on the leg press today.
Oh
it's
yeah,
like-
fuck that. Nobody cares.
Yeah, 400 on leg press is not impressive.
No, it's not.
My wife can do that. She's never done leg press, but I guarantee you she could put 400 on there and at least get a couple reps.
Yeah.
So for those of you who post leg press videos,
Nobody cares.
no one cares about the videos I used to post either, but I enjoyed it. I kind of cringe at them now, because when I was powerlifting, I was always posting like squat videos, deadlift videos, stuff like that. But I guarantee you, once I start powerlifting again, after I cut some weight, I'm gonna do the same stuff.
I disagree with you anyway, because I definitely care. There's something very aesthetically pleasing about a nice squat. I
Yeah.
watched your videos and I look up videos of people squatting in my own time, people I don't even know. Whereas a leg press, like, I don't fucking care.
No. Yeah. I don't know. And it's just a good way to like see, like I cringe at them kind of now, but I still look back at them and think fondly of the time.
Yeah.
That's like a corny way to say it, but you look back and it also makes me depressed too. It's like, damn, you were pretty good at this. You should have kept going.
Could be again.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm feeling a lot better, like body wise, health wise. Like playing soccer, usually I would be like really beat up the next day. Like both of my Achilles felt like they were gonna snap. My groin hurt, but like I'm not getting that anymore either. Like after this last game, I woke up. I'm almost waking up Tuesday expecting to feel like sore or something, and I wake up and I'm just good to go.
You attribute that to the diet?
No, not the diet at all. Just exercising more and moving more in general.
Okay. Yeah.
But there is a problem with me exercising and stuff a lot more, and something that just came out.
What's that?
FIFA 23.
That's out.
Yep, the beginning grind begins.
This is not good.
It's not good. It's not good. But I'm gonna try to be better. Okay.
I don't know if I believe you, dude.
I did skip the gym this week once because I wanted to play.
You started your ultimate team already?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a problem. See,
Yeah, I probably got like 6
it's a
hours
stupid
already logged
question.
on it.
It's a stupid question by me because the answer is obvious. But if you were sticking to seasons or things like that, maybe I would have faith in you. But if you've started Ultimate Team on a new FIFA, this is the future's looking darker.
It's the only mode I boot up. I don't look into anything else, and that's all I play. So we'll see. Stay tuned. I could be 20 pounds heavier next week because I was doing keto, but also eating a pound of pasta while playing. Who knows?
In the background's going to be different because you're going to have to sell your house because you're buying so many packs.
Well, no, I'm not buying any FIFA points. Not this year.
Not yet.
It is early. It is early. So we'll see.
I don't know if this is an interesting topic for us to talk about, but Tika and I were just discussing the World Cup, and we made a bet where she picked 3 teams and I picked 3 teams. If one of us is correct, then we owe each other dinner. But what would your opinion be? Like if you had to pick 3 teams to give yourself the best chance of winning, for one of them to win the World Cup, who would you pick? 3 teams.
I would go France.
That was one of mine.
I feel like Germany's always there.
That's one of hers.
I'll say Spain. The big
We
players.
didn't have that one.
They're not as good. They're young. They have a lot of really good young talent. Like it was from they were really dominant back in the day when they had like Xavi, Iniesta, all those players, and then they kind of went through a transition where all those players slowly got phased out, and then the young players started coming in. But they have a lot of good young talent.
They're always good.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I was wrong. I think that's one of hers too.
All right, let's hear the three. I want to hear the three.
So I'm pretty sure she took Spain, Germany, and Brazil.
Brazil, yeah. Actually, I'll put Brazil over Spain.
Yeah, another team that's always good, right?
Yeah.
I took Italy along with France.
Italy's not in it.
Oh, did I fuck that up?
They didn't qualify.
They didn't qualify?
No, after just winning the Euros, they did not qualify for the World Cup.
Oh man, and my third pick isn't even good. I just picked my third pick because I like them, but they're not gonna win. Can you
England.
guess? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, no, they're not going to win.
So I just got France.
Yeah.
Italy didn't qualify?
No.
Oh man, how did that happen?
Bring Tika in. We'll see if we can adjust the rules.
She's praying right now.
Well, you better start praying.
Yeah,
France
I'll
has a
get
good
her
World
after she's
Cup.
done.
Yeah, because that's so funny. And Italy. I could not wait to. I couldn't have said that faster after you said Italy. They didn't qualify.
Oh man, how did I? Yeah, I'm really out of the loop. That's bad. I didn't know Man United was playing. I didn't know Italy's out. I'm a terrible fan now.
Well, I've got great news for you. You're going to
What's
be
that?
back close to me, close to Pete. We're going to wrap you in, and you're going to play FIFA with us and watch games with us and play actual soccer with us.
I'm ready for that. That's gonna be fun. I haven't played in real life in quite a while, and yeah, it's been a long time. I haven't played FIFA since I was at your house. I think.
Yeah,
course.
You probably haven't played soccer since the last time you were at my house either.
No,
When we went to the
on the
field?
beach. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right. Awesome. So let's get back to the more important thing at hand. I mean, I don't think you and Tico were at a point where the next episode, like, people wouldn't know by the next episode. Like, let me start that over.
Yeah, take a moment.
Let me gather myself here. People, after hearing last episode, wouldn't necessarily think, oh, they're probably traveling together and everything's good. You were just kind of at the we're working at it point. So now, fast forward a week, a little more than a week, we're in Bangkok together. How did we get there? Do you want to talk about it? We don't have to.
That is a bit crazy, huh?
Yeah. No, I mean, it's a good thing. I hate the people that would say, oh, aren't you moving a little too fast after the breakup? It's like, listen, they spent years together. You can argue that Tika knows you better than anyone else in the world at this point. You see her the most. Same for you and her, you to her. So when people give you the, oh, I mean, you guys just broke up and now like you're getting back together and everything's hunky dory. Fuck you.
Yeah, I agree. Ultimately, it's up to us.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, I don't remember exactly when we did the podcast and what the context was.
Last Saturday night.
So Tika and I had already met up then, right?
Yeah, you had already met up. You were talking things out. That's where we left off.
Yep. Well, it just went really well. She was extremely receptive to what I had to say. And we always liked spending time together. So we just kind of did. And I already had my plans to go to Bangkok and I wanted her to come with me. So I offered that and she accepted. And yeah, we've been together pretty much the whole time.
That's
since
awesome.
Then.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. I'm glad things are moving along well for you. Because
Hey, Tika, do you mind coming in for a second? You don't want?
Just tell her off the camera.
Well, the problem is I made a mistake with the World Cup thing.
Yep.
Italy's not in it. That's what I thought. Yeah, I only have 2 teams.
Oh wow! All right, I like it.
I think that's fair.
That's fair. It's your own fault.
It just sucks. Yeah, it's my fault.
I mean, God forbid you Googled teams in the World Cup.
Are you asking me just because you're being a bitch?
Yes.
Then I don't want to answer. She's asking me if I had the chance to change to another team, what would it be? But she's not going to give me that chance. So why am I going to answer that dumbass question?
Wow, the toxicity coming from you right now is unbelievable.
Oh yeah, I beat her up once in a while, and that's how things stay. All right, yeah.
So I am curious, if it was another team, what would it be? Not that you're gonna get it.
I gotta say it really quiet so she doesn't hear.
Yep.
He's asking me the same question. If I had one more team, I don't know, maybe Argentina.
I like that. Also, quick heads up, Man U's down 6-1.
Yeah.
It's only the 72nd minute too. It can get worse.
God damn it! At least we scored.
Yeah, at least you scored. So what else is going on?
So, yeah, been in Bangkok for a few days. Joined the gym here. Yeah. So my friend, actually pretty surprised because he had always been talking about opening a bar, and when I first met him, I guess this was 2017. Yeah, it must have been 2017. He was talking about how he'd love to open this bar, how he wanted to have this kind of like Wild West steampunk crossover style, and like a really funky type of bar, but he had made no steps towards it. And he was talking about it, and a lot of people do that. I do that. And we have these dreams, we talk about them, and I guess it was a couple years after that I came back to Bangkok. No, probably 3 years after, maybe 2020, and he had started renting a place. So he invited me to come over and check it out. And there's just this building that's basically empty. It's in shambles. But he's like, I'm working on it. It's like, okay, that's huge. He's actually making progress.
Yeah.
And now I come this time and he invites me to the bar, and it's a fully decorated bar, like amazingly decorated. It's really beautiful to look at. So it's like the theme ended up being kind of like voodoo New Orleans in the 1940s or something. I don't know. It's old person stuff, but
That's pretty cool.
it's really cool looking. It's like it's got like crystal ball. There's voodoo dolls. The wallpaper is like all these dark colors. But anyway, basically he did it. He had a dream and he realized it, and it's just pretty cool. So yeah, we've been hanging out at that bar, and we went a couple times. That's where I got drunk last night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to send me pictures. That looks cool. And it is always cool
Yeah.
seeing people that say they're gonna do something and then actually do it. I feel like for the most part, people like to just talk about pipe dreams, myself included.
Yeah. Well, I guess I could plug it if anyone's listening in Bangkok or if they ever go. It's called Something Wicked on in On Nut. It's a very cool bar.
Yeah. I'm gonna look it up on Google after this because I'm really interested to see like the whole vibe of it. Is he a history buff?
Yes, huge into politics and history and stuff like that.
I'd like to get into history, but not the politics part of it.
Oh, dude, that's the dangerous part with him. He loves politics.
So we're not gonna say which one, just in case people decide not to go to the bar based off of his political affiliation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll keep that. We'll keep that out. He loved Trump. Did you hear me sneak that in?
I did.
Okay. You didn't react. Just kidding.
No, I'm trying to figure out my battery situation. Sorry.
Yeah, I see you walking around over here and plugging stuff in. We're taking a trip
Yeah,
around Kyle's
This might be
Airbnb.
critical, actually.
Because it usually skips when you plug it in.
Well, worse than that, I'm not even sure if any of these outlets are reliable.
Well, how much juice you got left?
Oh, okay, I'm plugged in. We're okay. We're okay.
All right. Hopefully you don't start skipping.
Yep.
Yeah, so I guess I'll chime in a little bit here. A little update from what I talked about last week. Our good friend, the kid we're babysitting, came over, and we had our first little babysitting day and a half. And it went well. Michelle had to go out, so it was just me, and I was just like hanging out with the kid. Yeah, so he came over. It was fun. It was just me. Michelle was out. We played Roblox, watched Ninja Turtles. He wanted to play Mario the whole time, but I didn't feel like it, so I told him a friend borrowed it. Just get anything by kids.
Sure. They're dumb.
Yeah. Sure. They're dumb. Yeah. So another little announcement here. Michelle and I are kind of done doing the whole get pregnant and miscarry thing. We don't know if we want to do that anymore. So we're still gonna go to the fertility specialist and see if it's like a small thing, like what can be done. Is it just a freak accident each time? Like who knows? but we're seriously considering. She's ready to do it today. I told her I'm not ready to do it yet. To start looking into the adoption process.
Wow.
And we're thinking about joining like the foster to adopt program, which would be pretty cool. So we'll see. That's something we're tossing around, but I don't want to make that decision just yet. We just had the miscarriage like a week and a half ago. And it's not a secret. My wife is bipolar, and traumatic events can trigger mania. It's happened after miscarriages before with her. So I we just got to be careful and make sure we're making the right moves. So I told her we got to let it settle. I don't think it's a good idea to make decisions that large right after a miscarriage.
What does that look like practically speaking? Does that mean you're done dumping the loads?
Putting them on the belly, put them in the belly button.
Oh,
going
right.
forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah. So it's that's where we are now. It might change. Who knows? Where it's very fresh still. So we're gonna see how we're feeling. Go where the wind takes us.
Have you actually taken any steps?
For the adoption thing?
Right.
We've looked into it. We actually know someone who is related to the CEO and founder of a foster to adopt program. So we've got her contact information. I need to read over a little more stuff on the website. But we have a place where we're gonna go when we are ready to go.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, you kind of hinted at it before that it might be a really lengthy process. So I don't know. It sounds like you guys have made some sort of a decision, so that's cool. And I always supported this option anyway. I think it's a very, very good option.
Yeah, and we've always wanted to have one of our own and adopt one anyway. So now it would be all right. We'll just adopt first, and if one of our own comes along, that's great.
Sure.
Yeah, so I think it'll be fun. I mean, we're both obviously ready. Like,
would you get some money from the government for that too?
I think when they first live with you, when you're fostering, but after you adopt them, they're like, all right, thank you.
So what you got to do then is foster and just keep that train going with the intention to adopt. That's a loophole.
I do think the state pays for college though, if you foster to adopt.
Damn.
Yeah. So that would be big. I could keep my sports card habit going.
Have you kind of considered going further with this? I don't know how much they pay you per kid, but you could get a bunch of them.
No. That sounds like fraud.
It's not fraud if you're taking care of them in some capacity. You get some sort of a nice room for them all, and you
one
feed
room
them.
for them all.
Yeah, you feed them cost-effective food. Make sure they get enough calories and no more. And you get those fat government checks, and you're living on Easy Street.
Yeah, you set up kind of a fostered child terrarium, if you will.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't tell you this, but that's what I'm coming back to the US to do.
Yeah, that's Kyle's out of money. This just in. Kyle's out of money. He's gonna adopt a child.
So I'm gonna adopt 12 children.
And this is the part where you ask if you can move in my house and do it with me.
Would you mind?
No. Michelle would be pumped. And you're a stay-at-home dad. You can work from home whenever you want.
Yeah.
So this is perfect. You can take care of Ollie.
I think
the house is clean.
For soundproofing reasons though, a basement would be ideal for the kids.
Okay, we gotta move on to. I hate you. I don't have a basement, so I'm out. You're terrible. Kyle's just kidding.
Yeah, mostly.
Yeah, and I would never do that either. So, boom. Just in case anyone's listening, that's like, hey, we shouldn't do that. Gotcha.
Oh, I had therapy again.
Ooh. Okay. Then this therapist blew you off, right?
He did, and then I screwed up too. Actually, I got confused because time zones.
They get us
My
every week. They get
Yeah,
us
yeah,
every
my
week.
session was like 10 a.m. So I thought of like me and you 10 a.m. is 10 p.m. for me, but this was actually 10 a.m. So I missed that and whatever. We ended up talking yesterday and that was all right. I don't feel like I got as much out of it as the first one, but he was kind of telling me, and I don't know how to feel about this, but he's saying I'm very I'm kind of in this mode where I identified this problem I got and I want to solve it, right? And I'm asking him, I've said this in a few different ways. I said, what are we doing right now? What are we doing to improve the situation? And he's saying, you're doing it already. You just got to go down this path. You got to be patient. You got to whatever. And part of me thinks that's pretty smart, and part of me thinks that that's total bullshit. I don't know. I do like the guy in a lot of ways, but in another way, I'm just like, yeah, I don't know.
You
I feel
want to
like I
see an
need to be
action
doing
plan.
something more actively. Yeah, yeah.
You want to see steps, something laid out. Maybe you're at a point because it is so early that he doesn't have the steps yet. He needs to figure out what the best steps are. You got to remember it's new.
Yeah.
And you're not going to get like you said, you didn't get as much out of it. Not every session's going to be a home run. You're not going to feel like, oh, that was it. That's the answer after every session, because that's not what it's all about. It's like when you watch a TV series, the first episode's character development, maybe the first three, and you get a little bored, but just wait to the payoff.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a pretty good analogy.
Yeah, because you got to let the characters develop. He's still learning about the character. How's he supposed to write a script for this character if he doesn't even know anything about him yet? How's he supposed to draw any assumptions or, you know, create that story?
Yeah, I guess we could also mention here that we got some advice that we talked about last time, possibly recording a session, and we were told that that is not a good idea
From our good friend Nick.
with no rationale, right?
No, he just said I wouldn't do that. I didn't really ask for the rationale, but if you want the rationale, you ask it here, and then he will definitely answer.
Yeah, why? Why, Nick? Why?
Stay tuned next week to hear why Nick thinks. And we'll insert it back into this episode like a week later. You'll see it pop up as like a hey, new episode, and it's like, did I already listen to that? We're just trying to double
I,
up the downloads.
I guess I can already kind of see some reasons he might say.
Yeah,
But
I have a general
I
idea.
have seen that one therapist I talked about before on YouTube, Healthy Gamer GG. He's had many actually Zoom calls like this with usually Twitch streamers and online celebrities, and they end up looking a lot like therapy, and it seems to be totally fine.
Yeah,
But
but
yeah, I don't know.
do you think these Twitch streamers or online celebrities that are good in front of a camera might be putting on a little bit of an act?
Oh, well, that's actually that might be one of the reasons too I hadn't thought of. Even
Yeah.
if I'm comfortable being on camera, maybe he isn't, and then maybe that would change the way he acts. Yeah, I guess the camera's just going to change the way we both act.
Yeah, I think even you, not even like consciously trying to like jazz things up, you might not be as vulnerable as you would be with just you two.
Yeah, probably.
So that's probably the main reason. And if I did, Nick, let me know, nail it, that I nailed it.
What about you? You had been kind of mulling over seeking it out again.
I still haven't taken any steps to go. I just need to make a phone call. That's all.
Mm.
Just got to make a phone call, but I never make the phone call. And there's no reason behind it. I think it's just me not wanting to talk on the phone and set appointments up. It's tough, right? It sounds shitty, but FIFA's out, soccer's on, football's on. I gotta watch the kid every other Saturday.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but last time you got therapy, wasn't it because Michelle made the call for you?
Mm-hmm.
So
No,
that's what we need again.
wait. Maybe she did. Yeah, she set it up.
So that's what we need.
Yeah. Honey, if you're listening, we're talking to a lot of people, a lot of our listeners right now. Nick, you got some
Yeah.
questions to answer, and honey, help me make the call.
Make the call.
She shouldn't have to do that though. I'm a fucking adult. I could call right after this, but I'm not going to because there's games on all day.
Well, that's the problem.
And then I have FIFA to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess I gotta get my priorities in check. Because I am excited to go back. But I just haven't.
You can only go back if you make the call.
Yep, I know. All right, you said you were about to interject with something there. I saw you get ready, and then I said I stepped all over it.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking about Singly Negative again, and if you are recording a new one.
I am gonna record a new one with her. Yes, we should do that. Because I'm gonna do just the solo stuff again too.
Okay.
So it's not gonna be just that. So we're gonna be pumping out content all October. So
We should be, yeah, because I also just remembered that I got to do another one for mine. I'm gonna stick to once a week, and since it will be open for the month of October, it's a good time to check it out.
yeah, and I just want to say a lot of these Patreons, they give you one bonus episode a month. And you could talk to them in chat. We're giving you $5 a month, although free this month, with just unlimited content, old content that's already been posted.
Well, quite limited actually, but
it won't be limited. At the end of October, you're gonna go, holy shit, that was the furthest thing from limited I've ever seen. They're gonna say it's too much. It's too much. I need to pay you more. I mean, how the hell? Like, you got me through so much. Like, take my money. So we'll probably have to up the price, but we won't.
Yeah, we won't want to. Maybe we'll have to. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. It depends. We'll just have to see how the month goes. Spooky season. I'm wearing orange for October for those of you watching on YouTube.
I like that shirt, by the way.
Thank you. I'm still a little self-conscious in it. I feel like I look a little thick, but that's not the shirt's fault now, is it? No.
It looks thick in a good way.
Yeah, thick with 2 C's. But wait till you see me after like another week, 2 weeks. I'm going to be looking like Kyle. Thin, handsome.
Get out of here.
I want to look as tan as you do right now, though. Have you been outside? You've been getting some...
No, I think it's just shitty lighting.
Oh, well, let me get those lights. Yeah, you got the light right over your head. You still look tan.
Yeah.
Maybe you're a little flush from the hangover still. Who knows?
I think so, actually.
Yeah, a little flush. Oh, God. That is too funny. So, yeah, October. Check it out. And you know what? We'll take requests, too. How's that? We'll open it up to requests. A topic that you kind of have questions about and you want to hear our perspectives on, we'll do an episode on it. Who knows?
I like that. Speaking of perspectives, I don't know how you feel about it, but I was thinking maybe we could do this relationship advice one.
Yeah. I feel like we covered everything we need to cover so far.
Yeah, all right. So it's been a couple weeks since we've done this. So
yeah.
All right. I got it up here, so I'm just gonna read it. My Tinder date left me to be with a random guy. How should I feel? And continue. I, 20 male, went on a Tinder date, a train trip away from home. I was planning that we would spend the night at her place, and the earliest train leaves at 7. That's a little presumptuous by him, isn't it?
Yeah, sure is.
Huh. I brought my stuff to my Tinder date, 19F, where we had a few drinks.
Sorry.
20.
Okay.
Yeah. I brought my stuff to my Tinder date, where we had a few drinks before heading to a bar nearby by bus. Everything went well, and we were at a nightclub where she spotted some friend group and started talking to them. She said she had been eyeing this other man for a while, and soon they went to the dance floor together and shared some kisses. Before they left, I stayed at the table to speak to the rest of their group, about the same age as us. After some time, we regrouped, and my Tinder date and her new friend said they were going to her place. The group said it was okay if I stayed at one of their places, as my Tinder date was occupied with the guy. I said okay, and my Tinder date and the guy left, but I was boiling inside. I didn't spend the night as homeless. What? I didn't spend the night homeless. Okay, so I guess he just stayed at someone else's place. And I got my stuff back the next afternoon from her and made it back to my home. I was left by some dude she saw for 10 seconds across the room. I don't know how to even process this. I'm feeling like I'm the guy you dump right after you've seen someone better looking across the dance floor.
No, she's had eyes on this guy for a while. She's just a shitty human. She took you out and was like, I'm gonna fuck that guy instead. It's not has nothing to do with you, bud.
Yeah. Yeah, that sucks though.
Imagine taking a train to go hang out with a girl. You're like, this date could be magical. Things are going well. And then next thing you know, she's making out with some guy across the bar
Ah, it sucks. Yeah, he took a train.
in front of all of her friends too.
Ah, yeah, there's the social aspect of it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I would just take off.
Yeah, I would say bye. All right. Nope. The second she said, I've had my eye on him for a while, I'd say, go get him, girl.
Oh man, that really sucks though. That his stuff is at her place.
Yeah.
But you gotta. I mean, what are you gonna do?
I would have said, no, I'm going to stay over as well. I'll sleep on the couch.
What do you think about the self-esteem aspect though? Because I think that seems more important here.
Yeah.
Like,
That-
how would you go about processing that?
I definitely understand, like, hearing it from an outside perspective. I'm like, oh, dude, just leave. You just better. But at the same time, it's like, if that happened to me, that would kind of crush any ego you had. Like, oh, all right. Just bye. That's it. I'm not even worth you're not going to try it out for a night. Clearly, you can go to this guy whenever you want, but you can't just for a couple hours see how it goes with me.
Sucks.
It's brutal.
Yeah.
That is absolutely brutal.
I guess the most I could say about it is that that's just part of putting yourself out there. That's the risk you're taking, is rejection in whatever form it takes. This is a particularly harsh form of rejection, but it was always possible. And I did mention that he seemed presumptuous. Because I think it seems like this is the first time they met, and he was already like he was very optimistic. But
but the fact that they met up and she was like, yeah, leave your stuff at my place, there had to have been a conversation before, since he was taking a train. He was like, oh man, I got to see when the last train leaves. And she probably said, just stay with me.
Well, I think that's the best angle that I can attack this from then, because from my own experience, even conversations like that go extremely well before meeting, I kind of learned not to trust them, because you're dealing with a completely unknown person, and anything can and will go wrong. And I would even avoid commitments like that. Like I wouldn't want to put myself in that situation in the first place, regardless of how well we seem to be getting along. Actually, this guy I met last night at the bar, he's got some girl flying to him today, and they're gonna spend a week together. She's staying at his place, and they never met. And he seemed excited about it, but I was just thinking, that's dumb. That is just dumb, in my opinion.
That's a really bad idea. Let's live together for a week and see how it goes. But everyone's different. I mean, we're from America, where that's like you just date people in your own school, maybe the school over or something.
I don't know.
No one's taking trains to come hang out.
But yeah, it's this guy's choice to do that, and it's these people's choice to do this in the post. I'm just saying, you gotta respect the fact that you're dealing with someone you don't know at all, in a situation you don't know at all. So I guess you could hope for the best, but kind of expect the worst. And yeah, this situation sucks, but it happens.
Yeah, I can't imagine. Like, so that's someone you know that's doing that, having the girl come and stay for a week.
Oh yeah, this guy, I just met him last night. It's
Oh,
someone that my friend met too.
I was gonna say, let's get him on the show after that.
No, I don't think he would do that.
No, probably not. What are the comments saying?
Yeah, let's go through some comments here. Okay. How should you feel? Pissed. How should you continue? With her, you don't. Sorry that happened to you.
There it is. Yeah, he wasn't asking how should he continue with her, was he? There's no way he was like, should I give her a second chance?
See, this guy, what did he say? Yeah, how should I feel and continue? So that's kind of vague. He might be saying like, how can I even go on with my life?
Yeah.
Or he might be saying with her. Yeah.
Yeah, you just gotta pull yourself up by your bootstraps, dust yourself off, and start swiping.
Actually, here's a comment that's getting to my points. Did you ask her if you could stay at her place? Asking because I have 2 friends who organize dates with men, and the men showed up with their overnight bags unprompted. That was a massive turnoff for both women. They both took it as the guy just thought they would have sex with them.
Did they answer? Probably not.
Looking for that. And then someone responded to that, and I'm learning a new word here. Oh, bear with me 1 second. I clicked off.
Unreal.
Unreal.
Is your battery charged, by the way? Like even a little bit to get us through the rest of the show? Because it is making you lag a little bit.
Ah, damn it. All right, let's see. Okay. PSA, we are also experiencing an epidemic of hobosexuality.
Just couch to couch, like just going on dates, hoping you have a place to stay.
Man, that's pretty cool.
Homosexuality?
Yeah.
Well, you gotta do what you gotta do.
This we might have been unprepared, or I was rather, because someone else posted, people should really read all of Op's responses before deciding this woman is shitty. So yeah, I don't know what this guy is doing exactly, but this person seems to suggest that it's not all the girl's fault.
If you click that guy's profile, you can see comments there too. So you can see posts, and then there's a comments thing as well. So
yeah, let's
click
do that
on
real quick.
OPs.
Okay, and then I'm gonna go to posts.
And then you can see comments.
Oh, comments.
And you can
okay.
see the comments he's left. It's tough to read because it's like a bunch of like just blocks of text in a row.
Yeah, you don't know which one is responded to what. Okay, this one is pretty juicy though.
Ooh.
As I birthed this post into Reddit, I was drunk. I was drunk when I messaged the girl in the original post. I was most nights drunk when I spoke to her. I was drunk when I made the decision to meet her in person. I was drinking 30 minutes later when we first met in real life. I was absolutely drunk when the night out happened. While I was waiting for my train home, I went and got a few beers to get my head clear about this shit show night. I was drinking out of my own bottle on the train. While I got home about a day, when I got home about a day ago, all I've been doing is drinking. Before I got the courage to read the answers to this post, I popped a beer. I realized alcohol was involved in all of this, and so far it has been the only way I've been processing emotions in my life. Now I see I've been married to alcohol and am filing my divorce on that to make my future with relationships better.
When you said now I'm seeing that I'm married, I was gonna say, wow, this guy's drunk. He forgot he was married. He forgot he was married and he went on a fucking Tinder date.
Yeah, seriously.
No, well, I guess a good thing came out of this. So happily ever after. This girl got the guy she wanted, and this guy realized he's an alcoholic.
I'm actually seeing this from another angle now.
Okay.
What if this guy is such a mess?
It sounds
and
like
yeah. What if, right?
Yeah.
So this guy's such a mess. The girl doesn't know how to handle it. It already seems like he wants to stay at her place. And she kind of talks to her friends and says, let's create this scenario where it seems like I'm going with another guy just to kind of get away from this guy.
And this guy's playing it out in his head like he's in some fucking romantic comedy where he finds his girl at the end. He's like, oh, they were sharing kisses. And
yeah,
actually, it was just him like fucking puking. And they're all like, dude, we got to get this guy out of here.
Damn. Well, regardless, my advice still stands. It's kind of like, yeah, the only one you can take responsibility for is yourself, and other people are unknown entities. And it sounds like this guy's already kind of realizing he's got to fix himself up. So
yeah,
hope he does that.
He left out him being drunk. Like, that changes the whole story. That changes absolutely everything. The fact that he was just drunk throughout the entire meeting her, arranging a date, taking a train, getting there. Like, yeah, you're not even yourself. you're a drunk version of yourself. And as we all know, that's not the smartest version of yourself.
No, he is 20, and I think I was pretty similar at 20, but that doesn't mean it's right.
No, but you create these circumstances in your life that you can learn from.
And now I'm realizing I did start this show with a hangover and said I got drunk last night. So
Are you drunk right now?
maybe I also need a divorce.
Yeah. You are just processing your feelings through alcohol. You haven't told any of us because you're a functioning alcoholic.
Damn it.
Yeah, but cat's out of the bag. Kyle's drunk.
I feel very exposed and drunk.
Yeah. No, because whenever I have a hangover, my anxiety is through the roof the next day. Does that happen to you? Like, I know it's a typical side effect, but like for me, I'm like nervous about absolutely nothing. And I'm like, what if I'm trying to create scenarios in my head to rationalize why I feel like I'm going to have a panic attack?
It's one of the worst part. It might be the worst part. Yeah. And even if it's not like full blown anxiety, because I'm not even sure exactly where the line is with that, but sometimes I'll just have a general feeling of unease. That's kind of what I had today. Like I wasn't feeling. Yeah, again, I'm not sure exactly where anxiety ends and begins, but my heart wasn't beating faster, and I wasn't really worried about anything. I just kind of felt not good.
Yeah, it's just the worst feeling ever.
Mm,
It's just different now. We can't handle it like we used to.
no.
All right. It does seem like we're slowing down a bit. You want to wrap it up, or do you have anything else you want to add?
Let's cut the cord.
Cut the cord. You got a hangover to nurse, and I've got sports to watch all day. Michelle's at a baby shower. I don't have any stupid fucking birthday parties planned on a Sunday. So
Are you really gonna pretend like you're not gonna go straight to FIFA?
I have 2 monitors, bro. I have the games here and I have FIFA here. Multitask. Make your
All
day
right.
efficient. All right.
Enjoy.
I love you, Kyle.
Love you too, buddy.
Bye.
This is life being bound to love.